Sometimes things sound good on paper, but then actually aren't great when you finally do it. So in the hopes I'm not named in the Epstein files, here are 15 tips that will actually change how you play DayZ forever. Ever. If you liked the video, please leave a like or a subscribe, it really helps me out. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Shit. Well, that was intense. Never search for an NBC suit again in DayZ. Don't bother finding an NBC suit and all the parts. Just go to the woods around the permanent gas zone with a shovel on any populated server and you'll usually find lots around. Burying in DayZ is overpowered. Not only can you bury all kinds of crates and bags, but you can actually bury infected, players, fires, and even Brian. In bases, tents are quite common, but although they're deceptively indestructible, if you do manage to damage one, it'll reveal all its loot inside, meaning even if you're not raided, your loot will disappear quite quickly. Trying to place loot is difficult, but there is a trick you can use to make it much easier. Just place something down or throw it and then swap it with a larger item to keep your stashes hidden in plain sight. Stop using melee on DayZ. This is one of the easiest ways to lose out early on, but there are ways to make you virtually indestructible. Virtually. First step, go to any castle and search for chainmail. You can pair it with a vest if you want for extra protection. Next, grab a mace while you're there to become a melee god. DayZ crossbows can be underpowered on cold maps. Cold maps rely on hunting more than temperate ones, but bolts are hard to create unless you rip a down jacket, giving you 20 feathers and allowing you to upgrade without any issue. Everyone knows you can open tins with knives and tools, but did you know there's one item that lets you open it every time easily at the cost of a little more food? It's the barbed wire bat, though it's also not recommended because I say a little bit more food, it's actually quite a considerable amount of food. But if you're starving and have nothing else, it'll do. If you're thirsty and hungry, don't keep eating. A big mistake is eating everything until your stomach is full. Then when you try to drink from a well or a can, it takes a while for your stomach to empty enough for you to actually drink without throwing up. This can cause your stomach to keep making sound, giving away your position, or even lose you health if it's too low. DayZ recently updated the game to change how aiming works. Now, anytime you have a long distance shot, always lie down to almost completely eradicate gun sway, giving you a clean shot every time. Most people know about side rolls to quickly surprise players under walls, but there's a much better way to do it. When running towards a wall, quickly duck and jump back up as you approach the gap in the fence. This will do a quick roll under it and you will seamlessly pass through. Campers can be a pain, especially in spawn areas, but there is a time-tested proven technique to finish them every time. Use a chemical grenade found after toxic zones disappear to completely fill a building with toxic gas and then just listen out for your new favorite sound. A very useful mechanic players still don't know about. This was added a few updates ago. When swimming, if you get knocked out, you won't wake up. Actually do drown. This is useful because if you don't want somebody to get your loot, just swim in the water and when they shoot you, you'll sink, taking everything with you. Never just use a landmine. Always place it on the floor and then immediately add a piece of clothing to it. Players will never check under it thinking it's just a usual spawn and take themselves out. Like Epstein definitely didn't do. A classic DayZ tip the pros really hate players knowing. When you're walking past streams or water, always check them. People drop wet bags filled with gear, crates and anything else they can think of, thinking it's a safe place to store it. How to finish wolves every time in DayZ without a gun. All you need to do is step in some shallow water and swing. They'll still attack you but will never do damage, and if you do get bit before you reach the water, it's also safe enough to heal. But the best thing I can absolutely recommend for DayZ is clicking this 20 solo tips video right here, where you learn some things that you probably didn't even know were possible. Or for something else, click here. And as always, until next time.